Hey, it's gone, girl. This won't be a happy video, but I need to make it anyways. I was having discussions with my daughter over the last couple days. Her dad went missing for 4 days, and she was calling her the hospital and jails and all that stuff. But anyways, he came home, enough said. Well, then she decided to rip me to shreds. I wasn't a perfect mom. I never said I was a perfect mom. I was a single mom. Never once said I was perfect. But apparently I was worse than not being perfect. She had not one nice thing to say. In fact, she doesn't want to be in my life, which is her choice. She's mad about the fact that I applied for maid, and then this came up. That my application was last year, in February. She decided to use that as a catalyst for her ripping me to shreds. But the funny part is, it's doctor-assisted suicide, and yes, I will be gone. But she's upset about that, but in the same breath, she doesn't want me in her life. If anyone can make that make sense, I don't know. But to be honest, I knew all along. You know that mother's intuition we unfortunately have? I've known for years that she had pulled away and was really only around because of her dad, not because of me. But the thing is, she actually said I'm toxic. Well, maybe I am. Sometimes I think that's kind of true. I have a hard time. I do have a slight mental illness. But her perspective on her life and mine are like not even the same hemisphere. Yes, there was some bad things that happened. Yes, it was because of me those bad things happened. But I've apologized more than once. In fact, it wasn't that far back that I apologized again for anything that had happened in her life that I had a part in. But I found out yesterday, that wasn't good enough. It'll never be good enough. She doesn't want anything from me anymore. She told me to burn my money, which isn't a bad idea. I was only doing it using my money to spoil the kids. But one part of me is very gracious that she finally told me the truth that I already knew, that she didn't like me. But you know, there's a lot of kids out there that don't like their parents. I was a helicopter parent. But it's okay. She does have a right to her own opinion. Even if I think it's a little skewed. But I just think it's hypocritical to say I'm mad at you because you're leaving, and in the same breath say I don't want you in my life and I hate you. And you're toxic, and that's why I'm not in your life. Well, pick a side. That's all I say. Pick a side. Because I don't believe that she wants me here. And if she does, it's just so she can tell me what a crappy person I am. And I'm sorry. I've heard that my whole life. That's nothing new. I just never thought it would be her. I never thought it would be her. But I knew that the relationship was fake. Every time we were together, I could feel the fakeness. Now, she's very close to her dad. And in the middle of our fighting exchange, I said, I'm extremely happy that you're a daddy's girl. You know, it used to bother me, but actually, I think it's great. I think all kids should have a good dad. But at least now I can go in peace because that was my hook. That was my thread to hold on. Even though in my heart I knew the thread wasn't real. It was just something that I held on to, but now I'm free. So, having said all that, I still love my daughter. I always will. That's unconditional. I may not like her behavior any more than she likes mine, but my love is unconditional. Well, I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the day. And I hope you have an awesome weekend. And the other thing is, she said I had loser friends on the internet. Well, she didn't say your little friends on YouTube that apparently I pay for friendship. Didn't know that. And if it looked that way, boy, I sure did not know it. I never even saw it that way. But I want you to know, which I told her as well, was it's you guys that check on me. It is you guys that care how I feel. It's you guys who make sure I'm okay when you don't hear from me. It's not my daughter, it's you. And I want to thank you for that. As I told you before, that means a lot to me. It really does. Because as it sits now, I don't have anybody. Nobody. And my daughter won't come around because she's stubborn. She's Irish. She's like her dad. But all you can do is say I'm sorry, and it's up to the person to accept it or not. I know my daughter well enough that she'll never accept it. But anyways, thank you for being here for me. Thank you for listening. Gone Girl is gone.